So they take me. I'm thinking I'm going to, you know, like the county jail or whatever. They start driving me all around Moscow. They take me to this little clinic in some back street where the doctor is basically calling me a drug addict, telling me I'm a drug addict. I'm taking a piss test, basically. So I do that, negative, not positive, comes back negative.
But how do you know it was negative?
I found out later.
Okay.
I found out that it was negative later, but I knew it was gonna be negative because I'm going back to play in the tournament. I'm about to get tested. Like,
yes.
What? Then they take me to another hospital to do COVID tests. They take me to another hospital to do respiratory, like, exam. And then they try to take me somewhere else. Some didn't work out. And then they finally take me, end of the day, it's nighttime now. Full day of just being took around.
Right.
Standing in the cold while they smoke cigarettes. Before we go in the building, I'm just standing there, handcuffed. Everybody walking by, I'm just handcuffed there in the cold while they smoking, taking a smoke break. And then they proceed to go check me in. And I get put in basically solitary.
Did you, or were you able to make a phone call?
Nah, ain't no phone call right there. We waiting on the lawyer to figure out which jail they're gonna even take me to. Like, he don't even know which one I'm going to, which is even more scary because I'm like, I'm in this country, I'm detained, no rights, lawyer don't know, family don't know where I'm at, lawyer don't even know where I'm about to get took to. He has to figure it out first, and then he's gonna get to me, which is days later.
Let's talk about that, because while prepping, this all happened on February 17th. The world didn't find out until March.
Yep.
What was your mental, like, after the day, okay, after the second day, it's like, okay, the third day, what are we doing here?
I'm in this room, I don't have anything. Like, I have 2, 3 shirts. I have my jacket, I got my sweats, I got my Nike.
So you're still in what you...
Oh yeah, you in regular clothes. I didn't get a prison uniform until I actually made it to prison at the end of my, like, trial.
So you have, I'm asking the obvious, but you haven't showered?
No shower, no toilet paper, no toothbrush, no nothing. Like, toilet in the room is a hole. It's feces, urine over everything. I have to take a shirt. I found a little rough piece, a little sharp piece of metal so I could, like, cut it. So I ripped it into, like, a couple of different pieces. So I had the piece that, like, I used to, like, wipe my, like, body with the sink water. And then I had a piece that I used to, like, clean myself. And that's just what I had for, like, first like, few days. It was the nastiest I've ever felt and been in my life. Like, I felt worse than a damn stray dog. At least stray dog get some food every now and again. Like, get something. Like, I didn't feel like a human. Like, trying to be strong. I got a little Sudoku book that I had with me when they took me. So, like, I'm writing in it. Like, I knew what day it was, so I would write the date, and I write a little something, like how I'm feeling, what happened, trying to keep track of the day. If I get a glimpse of the time, I write the time down and try to, like, keep up with the time.
Stay mentally sane.
Yeah, like, I'm doing little Sudoku puzzles and stuff, trying to, like, just keep myself busy.
What are they feeding you?
So for breakfast, you get grishka, which is basically like buckwheat, like grain, but they would put it in milk. It's like just in milk. Like, I don't know, I don't even think that's supposed to go together, but that's what you got. You get noodles and milk. I don't know why milk was like a big thing in the morning, the breakfast time, or you would get like this thick porridge that was like cement. Breakfast or lunchtime, you would get these 2 plastic containers, like little Tupperware containers. One of them had like a broth, super oily broth with like pieces of meat and the grishka buckwheat floating in it. And then the other one was like a rice, but not a rice, some kind of grain. It really wasn't that edible. So first 4 or 5 days, I really didn't eat, honestly, anything. Dinner, you all, no matter what, this across the board, county jail, prison, no matter what. If you're incarcerated at any kind of standpoint, it's a little piece of fish that's more bone than meat, and they put it on some potatoes, some like powdered potatoes. That the ratio is always off. If it's too much powder, not enough water, too much water, not enough powder. That was your dinner. So I was starving.
Were you in a, like, what type of jail were you in? Was it female? Was it male? Was it unisex?
It was unisex. So at first, that little county holding jail before I went to my detention center, it was unisex, basically. Like, they had everybody in there. And you see everybody, too. Because when I first got there, the guard, I never forget him, he had jacked up teeth. I hated that man. He used to, like, just do stuff to torment us, like, just psychological stuff, waking us up at night and stuff, like, just weird stuff. He opened up the mail tank for me to go into. And the other guard was like, nah, like,
What?
Like, no, and closed the door and then opened up the other door for me to go in. I think he was being funny. I guess he was trying to, be funny. He was always laughing at us and doing, like, weird shit. So, yeah, and I looked at him like, I ain't going up in there. We gonna have to fight. Like, cause I'm not going in that tank. I'm not going up in that tank.
And how many men were in that tank? If you
like 4 or 5 of them up in there. Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
yeah, but they'll put you in a men's prison. Like, you'll be in your own room, but you'll be in I was in a couple of men's
you was
prisons.
Isolated to your own. And were you the only person, or did you have to share your confines with somebody?
At first, I was by myself. Then they finally moved me into a room with other women. And there was one time I was in this room with this one chick, and they don't separate people. There's no segregation. There's no, like, crimes, like.
Yeah, so you don't know if you in there with a murderer.
Well, yeah, I did know. Yeah, so yeah, like, basically everybody in for either murder or drugs over there. Like, that's like they number 2 things. Like, it's murder and drugs. But I had a cellmate in the very beginning. I thought something was off with her. She acted like a child, but she was like grown woman. Like, but she very much acted like a adolescent child. And then she had, like, burn marks all over herself. And I found out after the fact that she was selling videos online of her husband and her child together. And that's who they had me in a cell with. And the burn marks was the girls. There's not a lot of torturing from inmates with girls, like, on the women's side. But if you in there for something like that, yeah, you gonna get tortured. And they would put their cigarettes out on her and make her sleep at the door, too. But I was in a cell with her, and I was mad when I found out about it, because I'm just like, not knowing that they don't separate people, I'm like, well, I don't want them to think that I'm in here for this crime.
Yeah.
Because, like, don't associate me with that one. But so, yeah, I didn't really sleep at night because she'd be over there singing and doing weird stuff at night. So I'm just, like, not even sleeping at first.
Even if you could, what was the light that kept you going? Because I ain't gonna lie, right? Interesting fact about me. I was incarcerated in my life for 2 days. It felt like a lifetime. I'm not proud of it. It happened. And I only can imagine, you are in another country, there's a language barrier. Your safety is breached at this particular point because they've already handled you in a way where, a stray has more rights than you at this particular point. But mentally, how are you able to still find the power to keep going? Or what was the grace that you probably needed to search down deep to find for yourself?
Thinking about my wife, like, I know she ain't gonna give up trying to get me back. My dad, my mom, I can only imagine what they was going through. Cause I mean, I hit some times where I was just like, man, bump this. Like I don't know if I'm gonna get through this. Like I can't do this. Like this is just, it's too much. You know, and I looked around the cell. I saw a few ways where I could end it all, you know, and just thinking about like, well, damn, they probably won't even get my body back. They probably do some dirty stuff, you know, like, and I'm gonna put my family through that. So like that kept that at bay, you know, and then just being strong. I remember my dad sharing stories with me about the war and when he was over there and the things that he had saw and like walking through the jungle and his buddies just, you know, not there 1 minute, not there the next minute, and some of the horror things he had shared with me. And I'm like, well, shit, he got through that. I mean, I can get through this. Like, I ain't in the jungle. At least, I mean, I got a concrete steel bed, you know, regardless if it's uncomfortable or not, it could be worse. I could be getting shot at right now, you know? So like, I would just think of stuff like that where like, I'm like, even though it was really bad, I was like, it could be worse. So like, just one foot in front of the other, endure and get through.
But like, respectfully,
Yeah.
it don't get no worse than that. Like that is really one of those situations that you're like, bro, I'm thinking #1 player in the nation coming out of high school, a phenom of an athlete, the first of her kind, #1 player drafted, a person who is still exceptional, all-star player, not to even think in 2 million years that here you are, America's darling, America's poster child, is detained in a prison in a country that don't have the best rapport with. How did we get here?
Yeah. I mean, I ask myself that too a lot. Like, it's just one bad choice of rushing and packing my bags and throwing all my shit in my bags and being careless ended up being this whole fiasco, like just this whole ordeal, my whole life being drugged through the media now. I'm getting drugged through the media, parents getting drugged, like family having to deal with that, reporters and stuff. Wife can't even go home to our house because they pulling up at the house. She getting hate mail at the time, like all this stuff about like, I should be dead, she should be dead, parents should strangle me at birth. And like, I mean, these are the things that I still get. I mean, I was getting that when that first video of me dunking in high school, I started getting, you know, you gay, black, and like, you know, like I was getting stuff back then. So it's just all of it is kind of like piling in. It seems like it's too much, but I mean, what else choice do I have? I ain't had no other choice. Like I just had to figure it out day by day.